So I was thinking of which drug I'm going to talk about in my next TikTok video, and I was like, let me go into the pharmacy. Probably I will find a particular drug I want to talk about. As I was walking, wow, just a medication just came to my head. Why not talk about Amoxiclav and Ampiclox? And then when I looked at the shelf, I now saw Amoxiclav. But I was looking for another one because this one did not specify the name of the medications that are found in it. I know Amoxiclav usually come in 6 to 5. Amoxiclav and Augmentin are the same thing, but I didn't see it. So I picked the other one, the Ampiclox, to talk about. Ampiclox is 500 milligram. It contains two drugs, 250 milligram ampicillin and 250 milligram clozapine. So that's what I will talk about. This pharmacy is very loud. Let me go to my pharmacy so that I can tell you about it. Or let me just go home, Jerry. I'm done with my night shift. Alright, let's go into it. Amoxiclav and Ampiclox. Now, I want to tell you which one is better. I know most of you will say Amoxiclav, that is Augmentin, is better than Ampiclox, but that is not what a pharmacist sees whenever they want to talk about a medication. So I will tell you why they are very similar to each other and why which one is better at certain points. Do you get my point? Alright, so Amoxiclav is a combination of two drugs, clavulanic acid and amoxicillin 500 milligram. So clavulanic acid is 125, amoxicillin is 500 milligram. And then Ampiclox is a combination of two drugs, ampicillin 250 milligram and clozapine 250 milligram. Now these two drugs have two combinations, right? Now what they do is very similar. Now the clavulanic acid in the Amoxiclav, what it does is to stop the bacteria from resisting the action of amoxicillin. Do you get? And then the clozapine in Ampiclox, what it does is to kill those bacteria that knows how to resist the action of ampicillin. So they virtually do the same thing. But when should you use Ampiclox and when should you use Amoxiclav? That is what a pharmacist knows. Now listen to this. Now, when to use Amoxiclav? When you have a resistant bacterial infection, or when you have an internal bacterial infection, such as urinary tract infection, respiratory tract infection, do you understand? Kidney disease, or kidney infection, pyelonephritis, when you have gut disease, typhoid, right? That is when you use Amoxiclav. Do you understand? Because the percentage of amoxicillin there is very high, 500 milligram. Now you use Ampiclox to this when you have skin infection, something that is external, skin infection such as boils, right? Abscesses is like pus. You understand? When you have impetigo, when you have basically skin infection and soft tissue infection, that is when you use Ampiclox. You also use Ampiclox when you have sore throat. Understand? Tonsillitis, you can also use Ampiclox for that. Do you know why? Because Ampiclox works against two basic bacteria most of the time, Streptococcus and Staphylococcus. You understand? So Staphylococcus aureus is found in your skin, it's the most common bacteria found in your skin, and Streptococcus usually found in your throat, and it causes all those tonsillitis and all those throat infection. So that is Streptococcus. When you use Amoxiclav, right, when you have to deal with gram-negative bacteria and gram-positive bacteria, you mainly use Ampiclox when you have gram-positive bacteria involved, that is Strepto and Staph aureus. Do you understand? So Amoxiclav is taken twice daily, morning and night, and then Ampiclox is taken 4 times daily. Every 6 hours you take 1 tablet. You can take Amoxiclav with food. It is always advisable you take it with food to reduce the GI side effects, and you take Ampiclox usually without food. But if you take it without food and then you have GI effects, please just take it with food. It's as easy as that. So that's the difference. So if you have a skin infection, Ampiclox is your best bet. If you have an internal infection, kidney infection, bacterial vaginosis, you have a urinary tract infection, respiratory tract infection, Amoxiclav is better. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.